Yo, what's up, fellas? What's the deal, fellas? What's the deal, fellows? What's the deal? How y'all doing tonight? I know it's 10 minutes to midnight here in Central Texas. It's been raining. Wait 5 minutes, let some people come in. Two people in here. Oh, yeah, you there? That's what's up. He there? Say two people. What's the other two? What's the other person there? What's up, other person? A passport is a right to travel. Come on in, people coming on in here. What's up, Joseph? A passport is a right to travel, fellas. Don't forget it. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. We're gonna go hard. What's up, man? Shalom was about to doze off. What's up, Willie? Yo, let me tell y'all something. And I said it and I'm gonna say it again. If your baby mama and your children can get a passport and you can't, that's a discrimination lawsuit. That ain't the equal protection of the laws, fellas. They breaking the constitutional right. Now, you have a natural right without somebody even put it on a sheet of paper to go. We an all adult. We all are adults. Can't no other adult hide behind the little funky little business they made up and say you can't go nowhere. And I'm about to show you. Really, on the cool, it's dick policing. She shouldn't be able to go and get a passport and go overseas because she's a failure bitch, right? She failed as a fucking mother, going to go beg for to tell other people to give them, make you give her some tax free money. Does that make any sense? Huh? They dick policing you. You can't just make up a statute and say I'm on Trump already, man. You can't make up a statue and try to trump somebody constitutional God given natural rights. I promise y'all, if niggas start suing, if y'all men start suing, y'all gonna get remedy. They cannot child support has nothing to do with it. It's an infringement on your rights. And I'm finna show y'all. We're gonna get started because I ain't gonna be here too long. I'm gonna get up here and start it. I'm gonna read y'all that. Let me see. Hold on. All right. Let me pull it up. Let me know. Can y'all see it? The right to travel. The right to travel outside the United States is a liberty, fellas. Remember, that's your God given liberty. Secured to the United States citizen is not subject to restriction without due process of law under the Fifth Amendment, which means there has to be a hearing, fellas. If you ain't have no passport hearing, guess what? That's a due violation process, right? It is more mere than a privilege. It is a right. It is more than a mere privilege. It is a right. Okay, fellas? However, a citizen right to international travels is not coextensive with his or her virtual unlimited right of interstate travel and is not absolute. You see the hypocrisy here? It says it is a right, but then they want to make up different word. It's just wordplay, fellas. Don't get caught up in the wordplay. Do not get caught up on the wordplay and the hypocrisy. Remember this. Democracy is hypocrisy. Okay. They're a bunch of retarded motherfuckers. This is a republic. Remember that. Regulation of right to travel abroad is under the lawmaking function of Congress, and a delegation of the function must be accompanied by standards adequate to pass scrutiny by accepted tests. The requirements of due process are a function not only of the governmental restrictions imposed on international travel, but also of the extent of necessity for the restrictions. And the restrictions they talking about is you being a threat to this country or any country and foreign policy. Fellas, if you ain't violating none of that, you good. And remember, the Constitution, the United States Constitution, is the supreme law on the land. Remember that, fellas. Nobody can trump. Nobody can tell you where you can go, and where you not can go. Nobody has that authority. Nobody has that right. Nobody. Because think about it. What do? They hide behind a little funky ass corporation, right? Now we're gonna talk about the Passport Act of 1926. The Passport Act of 1926 authorizing the Secretary of State to issue passports under such rules the President shall designate does not deprive citizens of a right to travel without due process. However, it is an inherent concept of citizenship that a citizen absent from the country has a right to return. So the statute cannot constitutionally make it a criminal offense for a citizen to re-enter the United States without a passport. The citizen cannot be required to choose between exportation and re-entry as a felon facing criminal punishment and the loss of the rights and privilege of citizenship. Remember this, fellas. All these niggas, it's a lot of beginner dudes who can't read or comprehend. They're gonna get you because you can't read or you can't comprehend what you're reading. Okay. And you got all these people talking about you're a national and they this and that. Nigga, you a citizen of this country. If you live in this country, you are an American citizen, whether you like it or not. Because when you get in this country, you are given when you're born, when you come out your dad's balls, inserted inside your mama's pussy, and you come out of your mouth, you come through your mama's pussy 9 months, 8 months, or whatever. If you came through C-section or whatever, guess what? You get a birth certificate. And when your motherfucking ass die, okay, guess what you get? You get a death certificate. Why ain't nobody talking about death certificates? They just talking about birth certificates, right? See, a lot of motherfuckers don't want to talk about a reality because they stuck in la la land in a fucking fantasy. Reality kills all motherfucking fantasies. Okay. Now, let me keep going. Right to travel, federal regulations. One sufficient basis for restricting the individual right to international travel is a demonstrated conflict between his or her exercise of that right and the government's compelling interest in the security of the nation and its foreign policy. The Secretary of State can vividly promulgate and enforce a regulation to revoke, withhold, or deny a passport on his or her determination that the national's activities abroad are causing likely to cause serious damage to the national security or foreign policy. Here it is. Does it say anything about child support? No, it does not. That has nothing to do with that shit. Nothing at all, fellas. Geographical restrictions on the use of passports may also be imposed for reasons of national security and foreign policy. Let me stop it right there. Let me hit you with something. Now, they made up a statute saying that child support is under the K, I think. They said that child support, If you owe $2,500 arrears, you can't come. Man, shut the fuck up. You can't tell nobody where to go, come and go. They can't tell y'all that, fellas. That's an infringement. You can sue the shit out of these people for that infringement. Okay, remember that. Can't nobody. That's a civil rights violation. Can't nobody trample your freedom to travel. That's a civil rights violation without due process. A regulation authorizing the Secretary of State to issue or cancel passports in his or her discretion is valid when construed to require a notice and a hearing. See, they'll give you a notice saying your shit been suspended or denied, right? But what a fucking hearing at? Did y'all get a judgment right here? Here it is right here. Hearing before a judgment revoking or refusing to renew a passport. Right here. It's right here. Fellas, I don't have these problems. This channel is shadow banned for a reason. Fellas, this with anything, even with a pussy ass driver's license or CDL, they have to have a hearing. Whenever they take something away, they have to have a hearing, fellas. And people, us men gotta start waking up and saying, motherfucker, how you gonna give me a privilege like you my mom and dad? Bitch, you ain't give me no privilege, nigga. You give children and women privilege. You don't give no grown ass man no fucking privilege, motherfucker. See these bitch ass lawyers out here put that funky bitch ass word, privileges. Well, why still they say in the Constitution you can enjoy privilege in the man? Fuck that. I'm naturally enjoying this shit, motherfucker. This is my natural born God given right. If you ain't doing nobody, you ain't blow up saying you gonna threaten to blow up somebody and the national security or foreign policy, all this old shit right here, fellas, it's a lawsuit. Get off y'all asses. File some lawsuits on these motherfuckers if you need assistance. Fuck with us. Hit us up if you need assistance. If you know you not real red, hit us up. If you know you can't write a goddamn sentence and form a sentence or ask a question, hit us up. We do consultations too. Ain't nobody else dropping this shit on YouTube like we are. Cause they dick policing y'all. It's a discrimination. This is discrimination. It's a civil rights violation. But niggas want to fight amongst each other. They want to have dick contests against me and shit. And they losing. You cannot beat me at no dick contest. I don't care who you are. So that being said, fellas, just came on for a little bit to spit some little knowledge on y'all, man. You know, don't let nobody stop letting these motherfuckers in costumes tell you what the fuck to do. They gotta go home every day. Don't let nobody bully y'all. And I'm gonna be honest, while this child support is still going, cause it's men's fault. It's the motherfucking men's fault. So man, shit, y'all have a good fucking night, man. Peace.